to the Joe Cronin Show. What's up, wrestling fans? You're doing good? Everybody weighs 5,000 more pounds now that they've had a whole bunch of turkey. But I got some wrestling news for you real quick, so stick around for this, or your mama's gonna get sick. I don't know why I said that. What's up, guys? Clearly I had a whole cup of coffee today, if anybody hasn't been able to tell by that. Seth Rollins, WWE's planning Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins, apparently, for WrestleMania 35. I've got quite a few. There's so much news flying around today. It's very weird. I wish we had this news the other day during Out of Nowhere. First of all, I also want to say that tonight is Monetize This. I will be live tonight for, as always, with Monetize This. No wrestling talk there. It's just going to be a party tonight. And I might even put the belt on the line. I think we decided to put the belt on the line if the pot reaches 300. And it could be a crazy night. We're going to start the night by spinning the wheel to see what the double donation points are going to be tonight. And WWE has big plans for Seth Rollins for WrestleMania, apparently. From a report from Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer, Vince McMahon is shaking up plans mood, whatever that means. Now Rollins is scheduled to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 35. This could potentially end up being a champion versus champion match, actually. Lesnar is the current Universal Champion, while Rollins is the Intercontinental Champion. Rollins is scheduled to defend his title against Dean Ambrose at TLC. Thinking about the guys on the roster and who Lesnar could face as far as for the Universal Championship, there's really nobody else on Raw. I mean, the only thing I can say is that, people wanted this to happen for a long time. But what I find happens is WWE is always a step behind. Years ago, they would have preferred if Rollins was in this position. And now he was WWE Champion. But years ago, they would have probably preferred Rollins to sort of be in this position already. As opposed, it looks like they're kind of going with a moving up the ladder situation, where Rollins has earned his keep over the last couple of years and being there most of the time, and he's become Intercontinental Champion. He's been a good champion, and now it's time for him to graduate, perhaps, and go to the next level, and that could be against Brock Lesnar. Problem is, a lot of people are already starting to buzz now about Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 35. And while I agree with that, what could happen here is, once Brock Lesnar faces Seth Rollins, if Seth Rollins were to beat Brock Lesnar, straight up beat Lesnar for the belts, that would solidify as Seth Rollins as the number one guy, as the guy. The torch is passed the right way. And it also leaves the door open for Drew McIntyre to maybe be the first guy that opposes Seth Rollins and maybe eventually capturing the belt from Seth Rollins. That could be a pretty good way to go. So if they went with that route, I would actually be pretty happy with that. I know a lot of people right now want Drew McIntyre to face Lesnar, but I'd be happy with, honestly, either situation. I'd be happy with Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania against Lesnar or Seth Rollins at WrestleMania against Lesnar. Now, if Seth doesn't face Brock Lesnar for the title at WrestleMania, then I would want to see him versus Dean Ambrose in some kind of street fight or grudge match, street fight, or hardcore match, sort of similar to Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels Bret Hart and Stone Cold WrestleMania 13. I would like them to be involved in some kind of match like that to sort of steal the show, perhaps, at WrestleMania. I would like that to go down. And that's only if these plans combust and they go that different route. Now, there's a whole lot of more news going on in the wrestling world today, so what I will tell you guys is I'm working on more stuff as we speak, and I'm probably going to put out maybe a video or two or a little bit more. I've got some stuff going up on the Patreon. We're getting ready for Monetize This tonight. Be there if you're bored. 11 p.m. Eastern time tonight. There's going to be drinking. There's going to be a Monetize This championship possibly on the line, and it's going to be friggin' fire. We have to fire away into the atmosphere tonight, man. Let me drink this. Let me beast, brah. I just drank some ginger ale, man. Yeah, that feels good after drinking an entire cup of French vanilla coffee. I posted a bunch of crazy stuff on Twitter, including videos and a funny video of an outtake from my high school when I was doing the morning announcements in 2002. So if you're not on my Twitter, check that out. It's kind of funny. @CorruptedPod. That's @CorruptedPod on Twitter. It's not the Joe Cronin Show Twitter anymore because I am banned for life on Twitter, as we all know. If you guys want to make a contribution to the show, but not only that, get 30 hours of bonus content, then please stop by the Patreon, guys. If you like what I do here on YouTube, it is vital, especially around the holidays here, that you guys, if you like what I'm doing, try to support it if you can. If you can't, that's totally understandable. Feel free to leave a like or a share or whatever. And if you're somebody out there who thinks you would purchase individual content on my website, but you don't like Patreon, please let me know. That way I can make a decision on that. Joe Cronin Show at yahoo.com. Zach Connor, I want to thank Zach for going up from $2 a month to $5 a month on Patreon. Tim Douglas for going in the $10 tier. Mr. Cow and Mike D for also going from $2 to $5 a month. And for Beer Battered Wife for going back up to $10 a month. And for Jason Ryan, who said, Joe, your content on Patreon has been so awesome. I have never have something I can't listen to now. I'm going from 5 to 10. So thank you to him for raising his to 10. You guys have a great day. More to come. And leave a comment down below if you'd like. And get ready for tonight. Monetize this live here on the Joe Cronin Show at 11 p.m. Leave the wrestling talk at home, because tonight it's going to get messed up. It's going to be old school, and it's going to be sick. And you never know who's going to show up on Monetize This.